This week, there was always something that was needing my attention, and there was always something for me to do. And then I realized something about myself is that I was waiting on just the time to be able to finish some of these things so I can be free to enjoy some of the things that I really wanted to. And then I thought about it, which is, why are you waiting on things to be done when there's things that you really want to do? I found myself spending so much time and focus on things that I didn't enjoy as much, or that I felt like my joy was leaving me. And when I was trying to focus on those things because I was ready to get to whatever I wanted to do for myself, I end up depleting like a lot of my energy. And then it was like I didn't give myself permission to move forward. Some years ago, many years ago, when I was working on my dissertation, I recall there was a moment where I thought that I had to punish myself in order to motivate myself to move forward to do things. And I realized it didn't work because I really enjoyed reading. And so I used to read all the time. Like, reading was the thing that used to sit back and allow me to just release things. And I was reading so many books, and I was like, I'm doing all these things, like reading my books, and I wasn't spending some time that I felt like I needed to spend on working on my dissertation because it was so taxing, and I really didn't understand everything that I was doing, and I felt very dejected. And when I felt dejected, I just felt like I wasn't looking forward to doing it. I did everything I could do but to work on my dissertation. And what I decided was like, well, hey, I need some motivation. And the only motivation I can do is give myself a punishment, right? And I punished myself by saying I couldn't read any books until I finished my dissertation. It took many years for me to do it. And let me just say this. It wasn't that I didn't finish my dissertation. Honestly, I actually wrote 2 dissertations because when I was in school and I ended up going into early labor, I had just finished my research and was writing my chapter 4 to discuss what the research was. And I ended up needing to take a break because my child was sick. And so when I got back in school a year later, trying to get that same research that I was working on just reapproved, I just had a tough time. So years later, I end up, instead of fighting that fight of getting that same research approved, I just had to revamp it and did a different study. So I'm saying all that to say there's times that I've just experienced where when I end up getting back in school years later and I really had to focus, guess what I did? I finished it. And so I just feel like we really do not have to punish ourselves to be able to enjoy life. If it's something that you like to do, if it's something that you want to do, find the time to do it. People like to tell us don't overindulge, and that's a good thing. But sometimes we overindulge in doing things for other people, doing things that distract us from the things that we really want to do. And sometimes what you really want to do is just sit back, relax, and just do some things that just bring you joy. And so for me, it's just learning that this past week was one of those weeks that I felt like I had no time, or I just wanted to finish certain things up so I can get to doing things that I really wanted to do for myself. And what that meant was some of the things were never going to be completed. And if I was waiting on myself to complete those things, I was never going to get to some of the things that I wanted to do. And what that meant for me in the past few weeks was the workouts that I wanted to do. I wasn't doing them because I was waiting for the perfect moment. I was waiting on everything to line up the way that I wanted to do. And so this morning, for me, I really just got up and was thinking about one thing. And then I said, oh, you can do this. And I was thinking about what time it was, and I was thinking about how much time I had left to get up, and guess what I did? I got up, I did my workout, and I was able to just feel good about myself, so much to the point where I got out the house. The daughter and I got out the house on time. We got to school and work on time, which people be like, why not? Hey, that's who we are. We are working towards changing up who we are, just to be able to just not feel so rushed. And so this morning I was able to get a workout in. I felt good about myself. And then I got us where we needed to be when we needed to be there. So much so till at the lunchtime, my daughter came over because she's taking some courses, and she just came over to see me, and that's usually my walking time. And I was thinking I needed to walk, but we got our lunch together, and then even after I got off of work, I had to pick her up, and that was a little extra time. And so I was just thinking, I still got to go home and work, and I was thinking about all the things that I needed to do, and I'm like, the workout I got to get done. And then it hit me, you already worked out today. And it was like, regardless of what kind of workout I was thinking about I needed to do, I was thinking about all the times that I didn't work out because things didn't align. And I realized you started your morning off the way that you needed to start, that was good for you. And so I just want to say, like, we really don't have to wait for these moments to be perfect. We don't have to wait to finish things that you're not really getting great joy out of. If it's spending more time and energy into that, is taken away from you doing the things that you want to do for yourself. So what I would challenge you to do is take care of yourself first, right? Start your day off doing something that you want to do. Start your day off doing something that you enjoy doing, because once you take care of yourself first, regardless of what the rest of the day looks like, you're going to feel good about yourself. You're going to feel good that you put yourself first. And when we start focusing on putting ourselves first, we allow ourselves to be free from the judgment of everything that comes with not finishing something for someone else, because you at least finished it for yourself. So with that said, I hope you have had a great week, and I will talk to you later. Bye.